Well, without decrying Tom Cruise, I think Top Gun as a movie probably didn't do us all a great deal of service. It's a bit simplistic, and not all of us look like Tom Cruise, unfortunately. Not all of us ride to work on motorbikes, and not all of us wear leather jackets on a daily basis or sing songs to good-looking women in bars. But we try to do as much as the latter as possible, of course.
In the mid-80s, the F111 controversy and its future was placed probably somewhat in doubt because there were opponents of the aircraft. To highlight the point, one particular opponent in one of the Russell buildings, we did a run across that building complex. The crosshairs were placed on his office, and that imagery then was sent to him later on to show that not only could we target a whole building, but we could target specific offices in a building. He claimed later that it wasn't actually his office, but he reckons he was the one above it, so we showed, well, if the one below goes, yours will go too. Our belief is it was his office.
My role here is Warrant Officer Engineer, which basically coordinates all activities on the flight line and in the hangar involving maintenance. We don't care what race, religion or whatever else they are as a background, as long as they come to work, do their job, put in a good day's honest work, have a good time.
Okay, well, where we are today is the F111 simulator. What you're looking at out here is the control and operations centre. The actual flying part of the simulator lives in a separate room next door. Out here we control the tactical scenario, the games that the guys are playing. What's going on here today specifically, we've got BD and Shorty in the simulator running a tactical mission. Their target's a power station. There's a whole bunch of surface-to-air and AAA threats around the power station that they know about. They've taken those into account in their planning. What they don't know about, and our little surprise ace up the hole, is we've got a squadron of MiGs out there to bounce them afterwards.
Okay, 40 seconds. Happy to arm up?
I'm happy. Yeah, Station 6 is selected and armed.
Master on my side with a ready.
Arm ready my side.
Okay, what we're specifically doing here is a workup program for Pitch Black. Before the wing go to any exercise, they'll come in here and we'll work the guys up for that specific training scenarios.
There goes bomb rolling.
Two guys in here very experienced. Tony Short in the left seat, the driver's whoop, just about lost the aeroplane. Very experienced test pilot and F111 pilot, one of the better drivers around, and BD's got well over 1,000 hours, so we've got a very experienced crew in there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They got lucky this one, they hit the target. So we'll bring our squadron of MiGs in and give them a hard time.
Got him 15 right, 11 miles.
Hot, cold.
Hot.
The F111's not an air-to-air fighting machine, so our best option when there are enemy aircraft out there is to shoot a missile at them. They'll have to honour that missile, and hopefully that'll distract them long enough that we can run like buggering and get out of there.
Jesus.
Okay, the crew have just copped a fair kick up the arse as the missile hit them. There was a large flash, and they've lost a whole bunch of systems, which will make it difficult for him to find his way home. He's very shortly about to have an engine fire.
He's still armed up. All right, engine fire.
So we're going to degrade his aircraft to the point where he's going to have to realise he's not going to make it home. And then we want to see that he goes through the correct thinking process about his ejection, preparing himself to maximise his own chances of safely walking away from it. And it helps that Rod's actually got a sadistic streak in him a mile wide.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Falcon 6-4 on the 180, 15 miles ejecting. Ready?
And he's just punched out the aeroplane. So the end game, in fact, was very, very good. He realised his aeroplane wasn't survivable. He's got a bit of blood in his eye because he fired his last couple of missiles off at the MiGs, even though he didn't have a chance of hitting them, just for the hell of it. Made the correct preparations, got out his mayday call, and ejected safely. So all in all, that was a pretty reasonable effort. It's a cruel job, but geez, it's fun. I'll tell you, it's fun.